So like, I've only really known Rylie this past year. I've only really known you well this last year anyway as well. But I have to say that what's special about Rylie is, first off, she's super gifted. But, you know, there's a lot of gifted people. But what's special about Rylie is she capitalizes on her giftings for Jesus. It's like, that's what's so special about what God's doing in her life, is that, you know, like, it's not just that she's like really good at sports and singing and like all this stuff, but every single one of those things gets capitalized for the kingdom of God. And so that's just amazing. It's not, and it's pretty rare to see at your age. And so, yeah, it really is what, if you've been at SOAR, we've been talking about Matthew 5, where Jesus says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good deeds, you know, see the epic things you do, and not talk about how awesome you are, but see your good deeds and glorify your Father who is in heaven. And then that's kind of like what I've really seen in Rylie's life, is she has all these giftings, but as she uses them, they don't cause people to just talk about how awesome she is. They point people towards Jesus. And yeah, and so it's been incredible to have, and I'm really thankful for that, and the influence that's been in SOAR as you've come. So yeah, let's welcome Rylie as she comes to share.
Hello. Okay. My heart, before I start, my heart is so grateful right now to everyone here, and to Kenny and Katie and God, because He's just so great. Okay, so I wrote this out earlier today. So starting in high school, I had a firm relationship with God, and I really loved Him, and I just remember praying, like, God, this, as I begin high school, just show me more of You. Show me more of Your goodness and Your love. Help me understand. Help me grow in wisdom. And He did just that. He answered it in so many ways. But I kind of thought He would answer it with like some Jesus fairy dust and like just blessings from above, and that relationships would be easy and I would be happy all the time and life would just be great and everyone at my school would come to love Jesus, because that's just how it's going to work out. However, it didn't work out just like that, but God was so great to give me so many great gifts, including SOAR. Yeah, every one of you is one of those good gifts, and my family, and some really close friendships. However, there was also, when I prayed, God, bring me closer to You, what that means is help me rely on You, because dependence is intimacy, and what dependence means is greater awareness of my inability to depend on myself. So yeah, basically it was just a huge humbling process. In order to receive God's grace in deep and meaningful ways, I had to see just how grievous my selfishness, my pride, my insecurities, and my envy really was. So over these past 4 years, God's used people and circumstances to poke away at my pride and humble me in really gracious ways, so that He can give me a deeper taste of His grace. Yeah, so I would have moments where I'd be so proud of my humility, or I would flaunt my selflessness, or all these ironic, really gross things about my sinful nature that I was really good at masking. And God used really a lot, was my parents, but also just other people too, of God taking off the layers of my heart, or my sinfulness, and showing me that whatever problem was at the front was really a deeper heart issue. So deeper heart issues always call for more painful surgery, because it's always deeper. But that also means that the result is God's grace is always sweeter, and it's so unrelenting and so unchanging. And grace just tastes like 1,000 times better when you realize how undeserving you are. Because like before, I thought like, yeah, I'm like half sinful, half good, so God's grace is like just good, you know? But now when I realize how sinful I am, and it's really ironic that it's it's really painful and it's so amazing all at the same time, because God has saved me and His love for me is not dependent on my effort. Yeah, so I'm just continually humbled by the magnitude and the breadth of His love for me. I pray that I never get over this love that He has for me, and I pray that you guys never get over it. I pray that all of us continue to grow in wonder of it. And God's shown me a lot of other things, including like what dependence really looks like, and I actually have some of that. Okay, anyways, but I think like just understanding my sinful nature helps me grasp God's grace. So Timothy Keller put it really simple and great. We are more sinful and flawed in ourselves than we ever dared believe, yet at the same time we are more loved and more accepted in Jesus Christ than we ever dared hope. I can't wait to grow in grasping that for the rest of my life, because I know I've only scratched the surface. So that's like the big fundamental concept. And then just subtopic is one of my favorite passages is John 15. It's about the vine and the branches. And God showed me, so I'm the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. But apart from me, you can do nothing. And then fast forward, you did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go bear fruit that will last. That just like, I think summarizes my high school, my growth, because I've been learning this, and I know I've got a long ways to go, but it's so amazing that you've either got in Jesus, where you're full of joy and you are bearing fruit, and you're not trying to, you're just doing it because you're in Jesus and you're resting, or you're not, and you're tired and you're lonely and it's frustrating because it's empty. But it's so amazing because He chooses us, He pulls us out of our darkness, and He chooses to like include us in this adventure of knowing Him and loving Him and getting to share that with others. So that was kind of a ramble, but I'm just really grateful to God for continuing to pursue me and be gracious enough to expose my sinfulness so that I can understand His grace. And I'm really grateful for SOAR and Kenny and Katie's mentorship and love for all of us. And I just, yes, it's been so much, meant so much to me, and I'm really grateful. And I love you guys so much. Thank you.